Hello fellow viewers. Before I let Matt ramble on in this video, I am contractually obligated to say thank you for 5,000 subscribers. It means a lot you would stick around to help us reach this milestone. So thanks again. What do you want? A cookie?
Even before starting my channel, I've been on YouTube for quite a long time, and as such, I've watched many different YouTubers grow and evolve over the years. Some for the better, some for the worse, and some for a little bit of both. However, there's one YouTube channel in particular that I've really had on my radar in recent years, the delightfully goofy Gmod channel known as SMG4. For those who don't know, SMG4 is a YouTube channel that's helmed by two brothers, Luke and Kevin. It's a channel that focuses majorly on making funny Mario-related videos using a combination of Gmod and Mario 64. And lately their videos feature a nice mix of pre-existing characters and original characters, similar to what I do on this channel but more quality. And the manner in which I actually found out about these guys is, quite an interesting tale. Way back in 2014 when the FNAF craze was on the rise, I was browsing and perusing YouTube in search of funny stuff relating to the game, when suddenly, I found the famous Spaghetteria video. For those who don't know, this was the video that really brought SMG4 into the spotlight, and is how many people, including myself, actually found this channel. Just a wacky little Gmod video involving Mario dealing with the FNAF pizzeria, so naturally it blew up. So much so that this sucker currently is at 52 million views. Now, even though this video was extremely popular with fans of SMG4 and FNAF alike, I was not the hugest fan. Yeah, I know, that's total outrage, and I'm definitely not knocking anyone for liking it, but at the time, I just really wasn't digging it. The whole thing was just sensory overload to me. Too much chaos, too much to follow, and my biggest issue, too much vulgar humor for my tastes. And as I watched some of their other videos that year, I noticed that was pretty much their style. And yeah, it just wasn't really my thing. So for the longest time, I admittedly added SMG4 to my entertainment blacklist, as I call it. I never really thought to look him up since then. That was until late July of 2019, when my brother Mike Tyke came along and was like, "Hey bro, you wanna see this cool thing I found?" And showed me this new animated indie series called Meta Runner. The show itself looked really neat. It was 100% original, had nice animation, fun characters, and a really gripping story that came from a channel called Glitch Productions. I was like, wow, this looks neat. I wonder who made this. And my brother was like, what? SMG4 made this? You mean the same goofy Gmod channel that uses ragdolls for animation constructed this masterpiece? Yeah, as it turns out, Glitch Productions was actually a second channel that was started by SMG4 as a means to house some of their more intensive projects. Basically anything that doesn't involve Mario. Needless to say, I was a little flabbergasted, but also incredibly impressed that these people came such a long way. I mean, as far as I was concerned, this silly little YouTube channel that used to mainly focus on mean humor and horribly mutilated Gmod characters just came out of nowhere to create this amazing original series with top-notch quality in animation, voice acting, and storytelling. And on top of all that, I even began watching their actual YouTube content again, and noticed really big improvements from the last time I watched several years ago. Everything just felt more structured. Like, the wacky humor was still there, but it also felt cleaner in more ways than one. In addition, the videos had stories and ongoing arcs. They started adding original characters exclusively made by the channel, and very well modeled, I might add. And even some of the recurring characters got original makeovers, while still maintaining their overall feel. I was really digging the direction this channel seemed to be going in, so naturally the fanbase felt the same way, right? Sorta. The fanbase actually seemed quite split down the middle with this change in direction. Half the fans seemed pretty on board, while the other half grew a little salty about the matter. In fact, I guarantee if you look up any old SMG4 videos, pretty much every single comment will read something along the lines of, "Boy, I miss this SMG4," or "Man, things were better without OCs and complicated story arcs." Now, normally I am a very civil internet user, and rarely resort to straight up calling people dead wrong, but in this rare case, yeah, I'm sorry, but these people are dead wrong. I mean, look, everyone is entitled to enjoy the old SMG4 content, but in no universe is anyone gonna convince me that this
What's with all the squad?
Is better than this.
As the sun sets down, the shadows grow. But remember, don't let go. The reflections must not fade away. The path that never strayed.
I'm not implying that this style of videos is bad per se, but there's only so much you can do using the N64 Mario model acts crazy and does goofy things style of videos. The video format SMG4 has adopted nowadays has a much more balanced and structured format. The N64 Mario is still there, but it's intermixed with some nice Gmod animation. The wacky humor is still there, but there's also some improved jokes that land a little better. The Nintendo references are still around, but there's some new original stuff too. And while Mario stays his usual self, said self is made much more entertaining when he has all these unique, well-established characters to bounce off of. He clashes with Meggy's competence and Tari's innocence, but also fits in with SMG4's meme humor and Bob's Bobness. As crazy as it sounds, SMG4 gives Mario a lot of character development in these videos. He for the most part stays a goofy little jerk, but lately a lot less so to his friends. Might not seem like much, but hey, it's still more character development than Nintendo's ever given him. So with all this being said, what's with the side of the fanbase that keeps harping on SMG4's new style of videos? Why are they so against a more structured format that, for the most part, maintains the same stuff? Well, I think it's a classic example of people being afraid of change. They only want what's familiar and comfortable. And as someone who's glad to not have nearly fallen into the trap of strictly being a Sonic YouTuber for the rest of time, take it from me, comfort hinders growth. Now don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with having comfort content or focusing on familiar stuff from time to time, but here's the hard truth. Without stepping out of your comfort zone, you won't be able to grow as a person. I think Luke and Kevin of SMG4 recognized this at some point in their lives. They had a lot of fun making their goofy Mario stuff, but one day just decided, we need to make something that's us. So they slowly but surely started improving their craft with some newer and original ideas. With some hard work and dedication, this eventually led to the masterpiece that is MetaRunner. And they didn't stop there. They moved on and created another hit series called Murder Drones. And they didn't even stop there. They also created the amazing Digital Circus, which also became a hit. These guys overall are just killing it, seriously going places, and I couldn't be happier for them. Now, can you imagine if this didn't happen? Imagine if these two just went, nah, we're just gonna keep doing Goofy Mario stuff. We wouldn't have MetaRunner, or Murder Drones, or Digital Circus, and they would never take the opportunity to expand their craft and create new things. They would just be stuck in their little comfort zone doing the same thing for years to come. Now I know there's a handful of people who still aren't fans of the new SMG4, and maybe I'm not going to be able to change their minds on the matter, but I think everyone can at least learn from the journey these two brothers have taken, a journey that I rarely see being made on this platform. A lot of YouTubers either change too much, or don't change at all. SMG4 changed just the right amount, and if you ask me, they're really reaping some well-deserved rewards for it. Now I will admit, I myself have nearly made the mistake of changing too much by attempting to drop our beloved Sonic series, but I have also nearly made the mistake of trying to make this channel nothing but Sonic. I honestly don't want either to happen. A lot of my subscribers seem to think I've given up on Sonic, and that's not the case. I just want to make it clear that there is much more to this channel than Sonic. Like SMG4, we have a lot of cool ideas that go beyond just another fan-made series, and though I probably don't have nearly as many resources to realize them as SMG4 does, I still hope to bring them into the light one day. I have a feeling you guys will really like them. Anyway, this video isn't about me. Whether you prefer old SMG4, new SMG4, or just love all their stuff in general, I think it's indisputable that this channel has had one heck of a journey, one that's been a great source of inspiration for me personally. Imagine that, going from a YouTuber I don't even like to a big inspiration. Crazy how that works. From their silly little Mario videos to the fun-tastic circus, I will always look forward to seeing what Luke and Kevin bring to us in the future.
Original ideas to bring into the light? What do you think Matt meant by that?
I have no idea. He's probably gonna start another fan-made pilot that goes nowhere or something.